Hello, and welcome to the Backwards Compatible podcast. This one's a little bit different. You can see me on the screen here. You can see Matt when he talks. Hello, Matt.
Hi, how you doing?
This is, and obviously for our audio listeners, you can't see that, soz. We are doing a takeover podcast, and this is we're going to be playing a bit of War Thunder, which is a free-to-play game on various platforms. And is it the same people who do World of Tanks, or is it? It's not World of, is it?
No, this is Gaijin.
It's not Battle.net, it's Gaijin. Must get that right because they're different companies. And Matt and I are going to have a go at trying to discuss video games on a podcast whilst also playing some sort of battle on War Thunder. Matt's played more than I have. I'm a complete noob. I have been in once or twice out of curiosity when it first got released to the PlayStation 4. Matt's playing on PC.
Yes.
So you've got mouse and keypad, and I have got keypad, which works quite well for flaming each other and sending and trolling each other. That's a phrase, isn't it? Trolling.
Yes, yes, that's the one.
But I'm on the PS4, and it's kind of tricky to control the interface. So I'm going to be in the hands of Matt here. But we're also going to do our usual banter on play, watch, and read.
We'll try.
We'll try. So I think what we need to do first of all, this is going to be horribly awful and go horribly wrong because it's very hard to talk and play games. So bear with us on this. I'll do my usual question to begin with, but let's get into the battle first. So Matt and I are hopefully I'll start recording actually. Are recording our footage as well. So you should see it, and I'll try and flip between the two points of view later on when we edit this. Matt, before we start talking about podcasts, could you set us up with the battle, or do I have to join?
I think you have to tell us that you're ready. I can kick one off, but it's asking me to tell you to be ready. So there must be like a ready button or something that you can. Yeah, give it a click.
I've pressed it square, the square button, and
there we go.
Are you the leader?
Yes.
Are you squadron leader?
I think so.
Are you going to be able to speak? No, I'm gold leader, mate. Gold. Thanks very much. No, I'm pink leader. All right.
Are you joining me?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect.
African Canyon.
Yes, that's the one. Light vehicles.
I may need to play around with my control settings.
No problem.
So whilst we're doing this, the first question I want to ask you is, since we are playing a free-to-play game here, are there any games free-to-play games where you've actually spent money in game?
No, not that I can think of. Not at the moment. There's been a couple of times where I've actually been tempted, and I think this is probably the only game that's sort of gotten close, and it's purely because some of the vehicles have such a high, a high threshold. You sort of need a lot of skill and a lot of hours played in game. So what I'm going to do, man, is I'm going to back around and just keep an eye on you.
Are you green?
I'm right ahead of you.
Can I change? How do I change to in cockpit view? How would you know? I'm going to try and change into current view, cockpit view. What's the virtual?
Where did you go? There you are.
I see. The virtual cockpit view is like without the controls. I want to see the controls, so I'm just going to do that. No. So this is the only game you've bought things in.
I haven't, but this is the only game that I've sort of been tempted by. I don't play a lot of free-to-play games as it is.
You don't?
No, not. Well, this is, War Thunder is probably the first one that I've sort of gotten really deep into.
Right.
But I've been on the verge of being sort of
tempted,
hovering over those buttons to pick something up.
Where are you, mate?
I'm right behind you. I'm on your tail. I'm just.
All right. If I flip over like that, will I see you?
Well, sort of. You're flying a pea shooter, so it's slow.
There you are.
Flew past you.
What are you flying in then?
I'm in a pea shooter as well.
Right.
I've got a few vehicles, but I've chosen to start with the first tier vehicle because I knew you would be on the same level.
Oh, that's very kind. Is it ranked? So if you choose a higher vehicle, you will be in different matches.
It should be, but it doesn't always do that. So I think we are fairly unevenly stacked against some gladiators and things.
We're going to get spanked. Okay, in terms of I'm just flying around here.
If you look right, man, there's a SU2 going past you.
Where? My look isn't brilliant here. I can see a little green spot on my radar, which could be you. Okay,
You,
free-to-play games. I think the only one I've actually spent cash in, and I can see someone on the opposite team telling us to destroy them. I'm going to avoid that big mountain. I've no idea where I'm going on this. How do you speed up on this? Is it? Oh no, that's shoot.
What was it on? It's one of the joysticks, I think.
Let's have a look at the controls. Is there actually,
I think it's the right joystick. That's your
Oh,
throw.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'll just see what happens. I can see what color are the enemies? Are they red?
They are red. The friendlies are blue, and I am green.
What the yellow is also red then?
Yeah, but they would normally be further away.
Right.
Or like close.
Whoa! Some dude just flew past me. The enemy is taking the airfield base. Where is the airfield base? So yeah, my free-to-play games that I've played, I've actually bought money. The only one I can think of is what does that do? No bombs, no rockets. Is the Trials of Montezuma Blitz, which is a Vita game. It's a bit like what's that game? Bejeweled.
Yes.
And I remember it was a free-to-play game. I remember getting quite hooked into the the leaderboards, and I thought, and it was I didn't want to wait long enough to try and beat someone, so I spent some money on duels, about £8, something ridiculous. So they got me for that. Oh dear!
What did it get you? Like, what was it? Just extra levels, or?
Yeah, it bought you extra gems. I think that you could then play for longer. I'm being shot at quite badly here, and I can see my large being. There's holes in my windscreen. I'm going down. I'm going down. Someone has spotted the noob flying, sort of spinning around aimlessly in the air here. Oh, there we go. I'm died. Yeah, but that's the only one. But actually, thinking about it, I spent more money on like in-game purchases in games I've already bought.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fly my reserve plane now, which is a P-26A. Is that another pea shooter? It is. And like games like Gran Turismo, I bought. That's a nice colour. Right, I'm gonna hold back here. What's the main objective here? Just to shoot at the other dudes, yeah? Oh, there you are. Yeah, games like Killzone. I bought some skins for the drones. I recently bought some Lamborghinis for Drive Club because I like Lamborghinis.
Worth it?
Well, it is. It made a certain. There you are. Certain. I'm gonna follow you. Certain challenges a bit easier. So reduce speed. How do you reduce speed?
Reduce speed is just on the right joystick. I think for yourself, you'll see the throttle at the top left.
Throttle top left. Oh yeah, speed. How do I slow down then?
Well, right. So
right stick on the PS4 is speed.
Yeah.
It's throttle. So if I do that, I'm now engineless. Oh, not do that. Oh, let's kill him. Okay, so yeah, so that's essentially what I spent money on. Basically, ironically, games I've already bought, but not massive amount. I would say in my lifetime, I've probably spent maximum about £20 on in-game purchases.
Yeah.
I'm completely useless in this game. So let's bang bang. The trouble is also I'm running the recording software through my headphones rather than the actual game, so I don't know if my plane is shooting or not because I get you delayed sound effects. I think I'm going to shoot my own players there. I'll get you shot at again. Where are you? So let's let's move on to play. So what have you played recently, apart from obviously War Thunder? What have you been playing recently?
So I spent today. I spent this morning playing an hour or so of GTA on PC. So I played GTA 5 for the first time on PC, and it's the first time I've played it on sort of current / next gen consoles, I guess.
Sorry, I'm a bit sick. Sorry.
Well, I saw
someone shot my wing off, and then I went to skin, and it felt quite nauseous. I think I'm out of the game now, so I'm just gonna try and find you.
Well, you can watch. You can watch the.
How do I find you through this? I don't know which one will be you. I'll keep finding you. So you have you played any of the GTA 5 yet?
What was that? Sorry.
Have you played any of GTA 5 yet?
I finished it on PlayStation 3, but this is the first time I played it on sort of the new sort of and like the new level of graphical fidelity and with the density of the population and stuff like that. So it's the first time I played it on the next gen / current gen consoles, if that makes sense.
The PC.
Yeah. PC / PlayStation 4 and Xbox. at the time they were next gen. So when the game originally came out, they were considered next gen, but now they're current gen. So
you did quite well there.
What was that? Sorry,
I say you did quite well. You were being shut up for a while.
Yeah.
So are you playing? Oh, look at that! That's not good, is it? That's just what happened to me. Oh,
no, I gave someone a quick kiss.
I saw that. So are you playing it? What's the resolution? Are you playing it in like 4K, or are you playing it on?
I was playing it at the maximum settings that my computer will sort of go to. So yeah. I was getting, the 59 FPS constant. It was nice and solid, but it was just at 1080 only because my monitor doesn't go any high. Like it won't really give me anything if I went higher than that at the moment.
Right.
It was amazing. I only played, like I said, about an hour of it, which isn't a huge amount. But I've had a bit of issues downloading it because I downloaded it originally to my solid state drive, which it houses my operating system and a few sort of key apps.
Yeah.
But I wanted to use the in-game video editor, and because of that, I quickly ran out of space, and it was only telling me I could use a gig of space. At the moment, I couldn't see any in-game options to change the destination for those videos either.
Right, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, exactly. I think they may change that in the future because a lot of other pieces of software that do similar things allow you to sort of change the destination of the file.
Right.
I ended up having to delete the game only because it wouldn't let me transfer it to another place on a separate hard drive that I have on my PC. And now I'm just in the got shut down again.
Sorry, I'm in the hangar, so I can't see you. I'm
in the process of reinstalling it, re-downloading it, which is another 10 hours of waiting.
10 hours?
Yeah. So it's more of a server-based thing and less to do with my internet connection.
Right.
It drops anywhere from 46 kilobytes, I think is the slowest I've seen it.
Right.
And it will go up to maybe 4 megabytes, but then it will drop to about half a megabyte per second. So
that's pretty poor.
Yeah, I guess it's under a fair amount of load, so it's
it's going to be probably a couple of weeks before before people are sort of spanking the servers with downloads.
Yeah.
Can I get back and watch you play? Because at the moment I'm stuck in my hand.
I'm not sure if it gives you the option to do that in the game at the moment.
Cool. Well, that's all right. You carry on playing, and I'll join you whenever I'm ready again. This could be a lot of me spending a lot of time with the hag here, which is quite good in some respects because I can keep an eye on what's going on.
What have you been playing, man?
I've been playing Tower of Guns, which I think is on PS Plus. That's how I got it on the PS4, and it's just come out on Xbox One as well. And it's the developers are, I think they're called Bad Posture Games, and the publisher is Grip Games. And it's a first-person rogue elite bullet hell shooter. It's quite a long title, that. And it's interesting. It's kind of designed to be, and I've done a little video on the site already on the YouTube channel. But it's just
I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's designed to be a bit of a snack shooter. You go and you play for half an hour and you jump out, and it's not really a massive narrative-based shooter.
Yeah.
And the levels are semi-randomly generated. I've spotted a few similar levels, but they're kind of, I guess there's a certain limitation on the structure you walk through, but they're kind of randomly generated levels each time you play, and you've got really simple controls, basically point and shoot. There's no
aim down sight or anything like that.
No down sight. There's no snap to, there's no auto aim. So the two R1 and L1 both shoot the same thing. So it's quite cool for that. You don't get RS sight as much because you can change fingers.
Can you dual wield weapons if you've got two?
I don't know. I don't know because I haven't played that much yet. They've always been working so far. But you go in and basically you're going up this tower, and hence the name. And in every room there are various types of things shooting at you, and they're all guns-based things. They're all projectile weapons, and it's bonkers. It's like guns on top of guns with guns attached to guns, and drones and sort of things like big mines being thrown at you.
Yeah, cool.
And it's really quirky. Well done. We got victory there. Well done.
Yeah. On a side note, we just earned you some points. So
no thanks to me, but I'll try and be a bit more careful. And you know, as you go up, every so often you reach a sort of mini boss battle in the levels, which you have to overcome and try and work out what's going on really quickly, and then take him out. You also do have like a sort of a secondary weapon, but it's kind of like a limited use one, and they're really, really weird and funny as well. Yeah, I'm ready. Do I have to say? Oh, I have to say ready. They're like power ups you can pick up, and they swap out the different sort of things that you can use as a secondary weapon, and they're quite funny as well. The one I really enjoyed was this thing called this Cartesian lattice, which shoots like a grid of lasers at a large range, a bit like, you know, the opening of Resident Evil, where it's in the corridor, and you can wipe out a whole bunch of drones in one go, and it's like Borderlands. It drops so much loot for you to pick up, and one of those things it drops are like power ups for your main gun. 30 seconds waiting time, which is quite cool, you know, because you still use them tactically, you know, you can use them tactically, and it's just very pure shooting, really. It's very quick, fast paced. It's constant shoot, next room, shoot, and it does overlay some text, which is kind of like a story, but it's different every time, and that's done in sort of text based stories. I can see it getting quite samey over time, I think.
Yeah.
Also, you can only level your gun up to about level 5, and that happens quite quickly. And then you can't level up any further, so you lose that kind of the thrill of leveling your weapons up.
Yeah.
However, if you take damage, your gun drops as well. So it's quite weird in that respect.
So you can sort of increase and decrease.
Yeah. Well, not
efficiency or.
Well, no, the power of the gun gets better and worse depending on how you get hit and damage you've taken.
Cool.
But, you know, here we go. That's quite a nice view. Right. It's a lovely looking game, isn't it? I have to say.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like compared to, I think it's a lot. It's a lot more taxing than World of Tanks.
Yeah.
And what is it? Aircraft, Warcraft. I can't remember.
Warplanes.
Warplanes, that's what it is, yeah.
Warplanes, yeah. Yeah, so Terra Guns, I mean, on PS Plus, it's worth having a play and having a sort of snack shoot. It's quite entertaining. I can't see it having much staying power, to be honest.
Okay.
Unless they add in more features later on.
How long's the game been available?
Oh, a couple of weeks, I think. A
couple of weeks? Do you think that's why they put it on PlayStation Plus? Just because it...
Well, no, it's only just come out, actually.
Oh, okay.
Xbox One this week. I've just wandered into the enemy zone here. I'm just going to shoot.
That's right, I'm in the thick of it, so...
I don't know how you take these guys out. Have I used up all... I'm out of ammo. Now what happens?
Yeah, you've got ammo counter as well, so...
No, but I'm out of ammo.
Yeah, you'll reload. So see at the top left, it's got a little timer. It should be counting down.
No. Oh yeah, I see. Oh dear, there's some sort of gunfire from down below here. Gonna get the hell out of dodge. What does WEP mean?
That's like afterburners.
Oh, cool. In a little biplane like this. Right,
yeah.
That dude's over here. What was I talking about? Yeah, so that was cool. So that was our play section. I'm losing track here. There's something on fire over there. I'm going to go and look at that. Is it one of our airfields? Oh dear. I guess because you're mostly in the air, there's not much in the air apart from like other sprites flying around. Most of the details on the ground. Whoa.
There are some...
That's cool. Low flyby. If I stay low, do I go off the radar?
No, you don't actually.
That's a shame. You could use
but in the this is the arcade mode of the game, but in the
sorry, Karen.
It's all right. In the other modes of the game, so in the simulator and the realistic modes, they don't have any UI elements.
They don't.
Well, they have minimal UI elements, so you miss out on all the sort of the red names above heads and stuff like that, which mean that you have to know what you're shooting and who you're shooting.
That hardcore mode, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right. And it's very easy to sort of hit your own players and stuff like that because you can't tell the difference.
Friendly fire. I'm trying to get this Nimrod here in front of me. Where is he? Where is he? Oh! I've just stalled. Okay, well, this it'd be nice later on to see some of your GTA 5 videos, and I'm sure you'll produce them when you get your hard drive sorted.
Yeah.
Oh dear. The thing is, I can't get close to these guys before they just sort of fly away.
Where are you? I'll come.
I'm over. I'm over some buildings.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'm trying to go. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm remembering how I used to play my Battlefield 4 battles in the air battles. It's looking for planes with smoke trails who have probably already been shot. I am finding quite hard with this cockpit view. I can't really see very much of the battle because there's wings in the way.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a lot easier in the third person sort of.
Yeah, I might just change.
Sort of mode. You've got a Nimrod on your tail, so I'm going to come give you a hand.
Okay, there we go. Oh dear, and he's taking me out whilst I was in my settings.
Turn left.
Oh, too late. No.
Right.
I'm down. Man down. Right, I'm playing my reserve. Hopefully now it'll so where were we? Yeah, so let's move on to what, shall we?
Yes.
It's going to be a very short podcast, I think. How do I go into battle then? Just to choose that. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's better. Right, that's much easier to see things now. So what have you been watching?
I watched the first and second episode of the new Daredevil series, which is something we discussed in the last podcast.
Tell me what you think about it.
It's amazing. It sort of just makes me want a good Batman video TV show.
Well, I think they're going to have to learn from this. There's been so much good, positive responses from it.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to talk to you while shooting. That I think they're going to take on this style. More because it's been so popular. I've got no ammo.
I think it's just the level. It's a good balance between the violence and the story and the drama and everything. It's not on either end. It's not on tipping it on either side, because if they went all out sort of blood and guts, then it would be a little bit too much for the character and things like that. Yeah. And because it's so early in the character's life, you don't want him to be a bloodthirsty tyrant that ends up saving the world.
I mean, I think they've dealt with the as you said, the violence very well. I think it's much more gritty and realistic in that respect.
Just as a heads up, watch your right side. You've got someone on your tail.
Right, I'm gonna.
I'm just swooping in on him. So
I'm trying to chase this looks like a hawk or something in front of me. I've got no ammo left. I've got a fuel.
Right. Keep going. I'm just behind.
No. How do I? Yeah. How do I? I've got a wing. I've got a wing out. I'm going to leave my aircraft. That's me. Game over again. I'll come and watch you. Oh dear. I think I might hit him a couple of times. Can I jump out? Can I eject? Oh, there you go.
You can.
Oh, good. Can I walk around and follow a tank?
Oh, I just got my wing taken out.
I saw your wing go out. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh well.
That's all right.
Yeah. So Daredevil. Yeah. I mean, I've watched the third episode, and it's much more story based rather than action based, which is interesting. But interesting story, and you get. I don't want to give too much of it because you haven't seen it, but you can see them setting things up for the biggest story arc more than anything else.
Yeah.
I think there are a few things I find problematic, and that is the torture trope, the fact that torture equals truth.
Yes. I had a similar experience with the first two episodes, even though they don't really go into that too much. But
no, but I mean, it's just a matter of I'm not going to tell you anything. Oh yes, you're hurting me now, so I will tell you. Straight away. I've got a reward for playing. I dare look at my player stats. What is that? So 2 deaths and then 0s after everything else. Yeah, I'm ready for another one.
Let's go.
You did quite well. You took 2 planes out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready. So the problem with it is I think it's a bit of a narrative cheat, but I guess it's the only way they can pace it, really, isn't it? More than anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess what do you use against criminals and things like that if you've got nothing to hold against them instead of pain?
Yeah.
I guess it's
Did you find yourself wondering whether he was just a normal blind person with really, really good skills, or did you think that the radioactive stuff in those tanks are helping him? They don't go into it, do they, at all?
Well, the second episode, they sort of make him, he can smell the guy's cologne through a wall and things like that. So you realize that he's got hypersensitivity, and they sort of make it out like he's, a little bit different. But you can see that they're leading on to how much they're sort of trickling in how powerful he is, or what power he has.
And I think the actor Charlie Cox is very good. It's a good caliber of acting cast. So I'll there you are. I'll keep watching it, I think, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
It's nice that the whole series is there available for us.
Yes,
that is really cool. I'm going to follow you. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice map, isn't it, with mountains and things?
It is. This is actually one of my favorite because you can duck and weave between the peaks and things like that.
Yeah, or crash into them, of course.
Or crash into them, them.
Right. So we got to destroy the enemy ground units. Are they the ones in yellow, the flashing yellow and orange to our?
They are
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
We are probably not well equipped to take them out, only because we don't have a lot to hit them with. Yeah, not only that, but you can get like anti, or I'm going to get someone's coming right out.
I'm going to cover covering fire here for you. So the reticule that moves is the circular reticule, the leading fire, or is the cross?
So the circle's your sort of aim.
Yeah,
so that's where you're moving the vehicle, and the cross is the actual guns. So that's where they line up.
Yeah.
So you want that. You want the
slightly ahead of the
sort of the classic reticule. Are you getting like a little circle in front of the vehicles?
Yeah. Aim for that, have you?
Yeah.
So in terms of our podcast, folks, I'm just trying to take out a guy here, and I'm really concentrating. And I got a hit. My first hit.
Oh, there I go. I'm down. What vehicle should I choose next? You got one. Do you get a kill?
No, he's weaving. He's dodging and diving. I'm a bit close to the mountain here. I might end up clipping the edge, but okay. What we might do at the end of this, our normal sections, is have not a random chat. Sorry, Paul. Just like a more free-form chat about what's going on. He's coming to. I think I've got one behind me as well. I can see
you do. You've got two behind you. You've got two. So if you keep following him down, I'm going to see if I can intercept. You're down. You're down.
Yeah, someone called James killed me. I'll come and see you. I've got a reserve, but I'll go back to battle. Let's move on to Reed. And I've no idea how long we've been doing this. But never mind. I've been reading a comic from Titan. One of my most favourite top comic characters, if not my most favourite, Tank Girl, and it's Solid State Tank Girl. And that's written by Alan Martin, who is essentially the spirit of Tank Girl. He's the writer on all of them, and the artist is Warwick Johnson Cadwell, which you may not have heard of.
No, I haven't.
He's written a book called Nelson, or writes for a comic called Nelson, based around Nelson, the very, very famous military leader, Nelson. Help me out here, Matt. Horatio. Is it Horatio Nelson?
Admiral
Nelson. That's it.
Yeah.
For an independent comic company called Blank Slate Books. Have you heard of them?
Where are they based?
I think they're British.
Yeah, because I've seen a few of that. Like, I've seen the Nelson books themselves in some of the shops around here.
And so it's not Jamie Hewlett as the artist, who I'm most fond of. And I was a little bit skeptical at first because it's quite a unique art style. It's almost Dali-esque in some respects. It's quite random. Oh, look, we got some hits there. Yeah, look at that. Wow. And it's not the usual style. And I was a little bit put off by it initially, but there you go, you're in front of me. I want to shoot you. Oh, he's done a sharp turn. Not gonna get away there, mate. And the stories, as always, is bonkers, as all Tank Girl stories are. He's trying to get away, isn't he, Matt?
Yeah, he is.
He's weaving. He's dodging and diving again. I've got pulling 7 Gs here, which isn't good. He's too far. He's out of range now. I'll let you shoot him as well. I don't want to take you out. Come on, let's get him. Let's get this kill. Let's get this kill.
There's one right behind you as well.
I'm out of ammo. I might just barge. Can you get a kill if you barge into them?
You don't. You just get a crash. So it's a no one gets the kill.
I'm going to get you. What was I saying? Yeah, Solid State Tango. But actually, the story is so good. It's a complete pastiche riff off. I've lost him now. Of Amazing Journey. No, Journey to where they. I'm dead. No, it's the Incredible Journey. The one, the old '60s film with Anthony Perkins, the guy who plays number one Inspector in the early Bond films. Anthony Perkins. I think it's Anthony Perkins, isn't it? Or was it? It might be Donald Pleasant. Is it Donald Pleasant? I think it's Donald Pleasant, isn't it? Anyway, it's and the film, the '60s film, was they shrink down a submarine and inject him into this very important person's body, his brain. Are you down? And so the Tank Girl version is the same, but Booger gets Booger's the big kangaroo boyfriend of Tank Girl. He gets blitzed by some ham radios. He gets electrocuted by this radios in his radio shop, and
very nice.
His brain gets frazzled, and so Tank Girl, Jet Girl, and Barney get injected into Booger in this submarine's been built from spare radio parts by the owner of the shop. And they get shrunk down, and they have to go and find Booger's brain, but they go the wrong way and end up going into his testicles. And it's just very, very surreal and bizarre. And again, because it's Alan Martin writing, it's very much in keeping with the Tank Girl spirit. And the art style is quite interesting. It's very, very stylistic and very different to Jamie Hewlett. It's quite a brave move, really, because I can see some fans finding it a bit troublesome. But it's really funny and really good. And I've been reading the trade of the collected comics of the Solid State Tank Girl comics. And I'm really enjoying it. And I'm enjoying it because it's the usual British slanted, irreverent humour. Have you read any Tank Girl comics?
No, I've never read a comic. I saw the sort of average movie.
Yeah, the movie was. Yeah, the team weren't particularly impressed with the movie.
Yeah,
as such, and kind of disowned it. I'm just trying to find a really funny quote from the comic, but I remember really thinking this would be great to quote. But it's basically there's references to sort of drinking tea and having custard creams and lots of swearing and so humorous nudity and so on. There's a quote here: "Hold tight, girls. The bollock is just about to disappear up its own backside." Okay, looks like we're out of the testicle. Now put the pedal to the metal of the sausage and get us to Booger's brain before he expires. It's really all sort of madcap stuff. And it is the more you read the artwork, it's really nice actually. So I'm reading it on tablet, but obviously you can get it on copy as well. So yeah, I mean, if you're a Tank Girl fan, it's one to add to your collection. And it's quite interesting to see this new artist as well. Are we all out for count again? Are we?
I have one more character, but the game's almost finished, so we'll be out in a second.
Well, I'll follow you around for a bit, just because the map's so nice here. Really, just try to get used. Oh, that's a nice top-down view there of you. Is that American symbols on the plane there? Yeah,
it is. Yeah, I've chosen the American faction for my air vehicles.
It's a cool shot from above. Whoa. I'm trying to see what's behind you. I can't see what's behind you. What have you been reading?
I read the Endgame edition, the Endgame issue, which is a one-shot for Batgirl.
Yeah.
So Endgame's sort of been set up by the main Batman line.
Is that Snyder?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Which is all about sort of the next episode of the Batman and Joker sort of back and forth. And they've got these sort of one-shots with every sort of bat-related character having some sort of impact on the main line.
Yeah.
Sorry, trying to fight and
I know it's terrible. It's tricky. It is really tricky.
So you've got I think there's a Catwoman's normal. There's a Nightwing edition, but this is the Batgirl one, and it just goes through sort of some of the events in the background of what Batman's doing, and it's fairly the story is fairly basic, but the whoever's created the comic, which I think it looks like it's the original guys from the main Batgirl line without Babs Tarr, who's the artist.
Yeah.
So they've got another artist on board, but there's no dialogue throughout the whole issue. There's some text for some elements in the actual book, like it comes up with the time and date and where it is, but there's no dialogue between characters. It's all done with sort of emojis or facial expressions and things like that. So it seems a little bit like a black and white movie. It's really cool. That's cool. And I feel like it sort of treats it really well, because you don't want it to drag. You don't want it to pull away from the main story that Scott and Greg Capullo are trying to tell us. It doesn't do that at all. It's really well done.
That's coming. What happens after Endgame?
Well, Convergence is currently happening, so that's sort of the big event in the DC world. But we're not quite sure where Batman's going to go, because the Batman line and the Batman family are doing okay, sort of sales-wise. So I don't know whether they'll change too much of it.
I mean, is there a chance that they'll stop writing Batman stories?
I don't know. It's still their most, it's still their one of their highest selling books.
He's kind of the flagship character, isn't he, really?
Yeah, exactly right. I don't think DC could get rid of him. They'd have an easier chance getting rid of Superman, which they've done before. They've done that before. But
I remember reading many years ago The Death of Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
Many years ago.
It was like early 90s, right?
Yeah. I remember buying the trade of it at the time. I didn't call them trades, but I remember Lois Lane being very upset.
Well, the Convergence storyline is sort of all the different, all 52 DC worlds coming together, and we're going to see what happens after that. But I don't know how much they're going to change the main bat line, because it's working for them. So I don't know if they want to mess that up too much.
Sure. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, who's not so well read in Batman. I mean, Chris is our man, really, isn't he? He's a big Batman fan, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm spoilt for stories, but I imagine they'll start looking. I mean, wasn't there a Batman that was set in sort of his early years as a boy?
Yeah. Well, it went down to the current the current guys writing and drawing Batman sort of had the 0-year issues, which take you after he's come back to Gotham and seen what's happened since he's departed. And this is him getting used to the Bat lifestyle, I guess.
Lifestyle, yeah.
But that was the first time that the Joker sort of came into the story as well. And it was used to sort of set up the current arc.
Right. I mean, the Endgame comic, Batgirl, was that the one with the slightly controversial cover with Joker?
It was going to have. As far as I can tell, it was going to have that.
That was was it David Cho?
Controversial one. Yeah.
The
one with the sort of supposedly sexual assault sort of imagery.
Yeah.
I felt it was like the thing with if someone's offended by it, I think we should respect their opinion. Like, I don't think, if someone felt that way about it, it's hard to sort of.
He's telling a story, I guess, isn't he? He's telling a story, I guess, and that's how he wants to tell his story. Quick question: How do I change to a different plane?
Oh, so if you click on the plane that you have at the bottom along the line, so you've got those little guys there. If you click on it, you've then got change vehicle.
Click on it. Right. No. Right. There's no option to check. There's the button to choose vehicle, but nothing happens when I click on it.
It should, like, if you click on the existing vehicles, do you see anything?
Oh, I've got it. Yeah, I it's this weird interface.
Yeah, like a pop-up menu.
Yeah, but it won't choose vehicle. No, it's saying research. Choose vehicle. No, I don't want to do a tutorial. Oh, goodness me! Yeah, I can see things with yellow things around. I want to try and choose vehicle. Yeah.
You should just be able to, like, if you click on the planes that you already have rather than clicking choose vehicle, because choose vehicle is creating, like, that's a new crew that has the experience.
Right. Oh, right. Change vehicle. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. And it'll give you the options that you have. But you can also go to modifications and see what modifications you have for the particular vehicles. And you've also got research, which is just above the...
Let me do it. Let me change vehicle. Oh, hold on. No, I just set my vehicle on holiday now. So how do I choose a different one to these two then?
Well, those little squares down there, they are squads. So you have, like, on my screen, I've got 5 squads because I have 5. Like, I've got that many unlocked. So you've probably started with 2, and then one that says choose vehicle. Is that right?
Yeah.
So just above that, you've got the little research bar, and that will tell you what you've done, what you've researched, and that's how you unlock vehicles.
Okay, right.
Can you see that?
I can. Oh, I've got 3 planes in. So the more vehicles you have, the more chance you got in battle. Yeah.
Yes, exactly right. So it's squads. So it's not the more planes you have, it's the more squads. So I've got 5 squads, which gives that's why I have so many sort of lives.
Is that 5 goes then? Right, I see.
Yeah, exactly. But the vehicles that aren't reserves, they cost me money. So some of them are, every time one of my vehicles dies or explodes into a million pieces, I have to pay in-game currency to resurrect them. And it's not a lot because, if you're shooting people out of the sky, you're earning credits. So you're earning money to repair your vehicles. So it sort of evens out.
At the top here, I've got a light bulb. Is that repairing stuff points?
The light bulb is it's convertible XP. So you're able to spend real world money to convert this convertible currency into research points.
No,
which is how you unlock vehicles.
My brain's broken.
What's so that? You sort of got. It's a little bit like World of Tanks, where you have research points for the team and then research points for the vehicles.
Yeah.
You get every game you play, you get a small amount of research points, which are a blue light bulb.
Yeah.
And you'll see that after every game.
Right.
And that's used to research new vehicles and things like that. But then you also have the yellow one. Sorry, go ahead.
What's the lion?
So lions are like free. That's just the currency in game. So that's like the stuff you earn for shooting people out of the sky.
How much do you have at the moment?
I've got 267,000.
Right. And then the eagle is premium currency.
Premium currency. That's right. So that's paid currency. That's the stuff you'd use real credits towards.
If you're subscribing or a premium member, then you'll earn more, won't you?
Yes, exactly right. So you'll see that some like if you're on YouTube and things like that, some of the guys on there, because they're premium characters, they're premium players, will have have a butt ton of planes because they've been able to sort of jump them up through XP.
What I've done here is I've chosen my 5th crew as a tank.
Oh, do you want to do a tank battle?
Well, we could. Can you do in one battle plane then into tank?
You can, but you don't really get to choose too much of that.
Well, let's do a tank battle and see what happens.
Yeah. So let me change my.
Yeah.
I'll change a couple of these so that I can fight with you.
So whilst you're doing that, I'll just mention. Obviously, Paul's been playing World of Warships, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I noticed that one of the videos he did, it was space battles. Was that? I was watching it with the sound turned down. Not at work, obviously. And it looked like sort of space battles. Like, is that a mod? Do you think, or was it just an option?
I think it's a community event.
Right.
So it's something that developers have designed, as far as I can tell, just to sort of showcase what they're.
Well, it's still unreleased, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right. So I think it's an event for the guys who've been part of the beta.
Right. So that's cool.
If you've seen some of the videos, you may have seen that the carriers are essentially like big dreadnoughts with 2 little ships attached to the side, which work like rocket boosters.
Yeah. I mean, with I think with planes as well. So it was almost like an RTS game.
Yeah.
Cool. So they're on our YouTube channel, so do catch on those. Obviously, yes, I'm ready. We should be putting some videos out, more videos for Mortal Kombat 10 as well, because Paul's been playing that. And I watched his first one. There's some pretty gruesome fatalities in that, and it looks gorgeous. And I'm very, very jealous that I'm not playing at the moment, but my PC couldn't handle it. And when you can buy Mortal Kombat on CD keys for 13 quid, 14 quid, but it's still 55 odd quid on PS4, you start to wonder what's going on there. If Mortal Kombat does come out, I mean, it may come out on PS Plus in a couple of years anyway. But if it comes down in price or it's on special, I may get it because I do like the fighting games. Although
Did you play the last one?
What was that? The Injustice?
No, just the Mortal Kombat 2010.
Yeah, I think I've got it somewhere. I think it was on the Vita as well, wasn't it? That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it actually. I mean, I've been playing Injustice: Gods Among Us as well, which I think Phil's been playing recently, and I really enjoyed that. And I think from what I gather from Paul's videos, the fact you can pick things up and use them in battle It's very similar as well.
Yeah.
So I wonder how this is going to compare to a World of Tanks.
So this is a little bit more realistic. So you have to be careful about, not only do you have sections of the tank where you want to hit, you've got, you can over penetrate vehicles and things like that with the armaments.
Right.
So you can literally just shoot straight through the enemy tanks. And there's also a 3D view. So if you do hit a tank, you'll get it on the top right. You may get it on PC. You get a little 3D view of sort of the damage you've given, so that you can see where to hit them and you can aim for their ammo and things like that. So I'm gonna come find you. You're below me at the moment.
Oh, it's nice looking.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a better looking game than World of Tanks.
Yes,
it's very pretty indeed. I like that. I'm not quite. I need to sort out my controls though. Third person view, virtual cockpit view. Let's try that. No, it didn't work. I must have pressed the wrong button. No, it doesn't let me do it. Are you outside yours?
I'm sort of above you. I think I spawned above you. So I'm just going to see if I can find you.
How do I invert view? But let me do it. Let's just get used to it. Oh, on controls. Oh. Invert y-axis tank. Yes. Let's try that. Well, I'm safe here at the back. Because I'm not.
I should be coming around in front of you now.
That's better.
Right, you can do if you get enough speed, you can do some nice drifting.
How do you speed? Oh, there you are. How do you speed up?
See?
Oh, nice. Yeah, but you're in a nippier vehicle than me, aren't you?
Slightly. I'm on the same tier. I'm in the American vehicle.
So what does R1 do? R1's what? What is that? It's some sort of weapon by the looks of it. What's R2 do? Oh shit! Sorry.
It's all right.
What's R1 do? It must be some sort of it's some sort of. R1 looks like some sort of grappling hook.
Oh, it is. It's so you can drag damaged tanks out of harm's way.
Well, that's quite cool.
It is. It's a cool concept, but it doesn't really get used as much as you'd think because you get left alone a lot. I'm sure it makes sense in a team battle.
Right. So I've got a big letter B in distance. Is that like a target for us to go to?
That's an objective. That's right. So you'll see that it should be red, which means that the enemy have sort of captured that.
Whoa. Oh, I see. If you hold down on the PS4, if you hold down L2, you get like a first-person view.
Yeah, correct.
On mine, sorry, Karen.
And you'll see the reticule will turn green, yellow, or red, depending on where your shot's aimed. So a green shot will penetrate armor. Yellow one is sort of slightly off.
Yeah,
the red shot is undamaged.
That's quite similar to World of Tanks, actually.
It is, yeah, it is.
An air battle on a bomber. Right, if I get too far out, I'm going to get hit, aren't I? Well,
so if you have a look left, there's a guy on a bridge that we're trying to take out.
Back, because I'm getting shot at. I'm stuck. And I'm now presenting the bottom to him.
Retreat.
Is there any way of, like, whilst you're in game, can you repair yourself? Do you have a repair crew or anything like that?
You unlock the repair feature.
Right. So I'm cool. It's all going on, isn't it? Teamwork. Yeah, I'm getting points to do nothing. Hooray!
Have you managed to?
Where am I on the map? Why central?
You are a little green square.
There's nothing. I can't see.
Wait, on mine you're a little green square, but you look like a little tank with a. It sort of looks like the Metal Gear Solid cone of vision.
I haven't got that. Oh yes, I know. No, I have seen him. You're right. Oh right, cool. Right, I'm gonna follow you.
There's some guys to our left up on this.
Oh yeah,
hill, and I'm getting absolutely destroyed.
Well, I'm just taking a tree out. It's very hard to see where they actually are.
It is indeed. I think I'm going to be taken out here. I'm trying to.
Me too. I'm gone. Oh. I've got no reserve. I've been killed by alien snake. Oh, it's a slow mo. Oh, that's rather special.
Did you see the 3D view?
Yeah, that's so cool. Wow.
Yeah, so if you make a hit on an enemy, you actually see where the shot penetrates.
It's like a elite sniper.
Yes, exactly. Similar. It's almost like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, yeah. Whilst we're shooting the breeze here, Matt, what is your take on free-to-play games? Do you think they're a valid part of the gaming world? I mean,
I have nothing against free-to-play. I have, I have a bit of an issue when a game is, doesn't really give you the option to play for free. So if it is free-to-play, it needs to be free-to-play with the option of, having a prettier vehicle, like a prettier paint job or something like that, rather than
pay to win.
Yeah. Not only that, but I don't want to be gated into paying them extra money just to continue playing. I don't like timed sort of games like that. I'm not a fan of sort of having to play for credits if I want to keep playing.
Well, most of that's on mobile, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna try. I'm out in the wilderness here. How do I aim? Just take some trees out here so I can see what I'm doing. Ah. What's that green thing mean?
Green thing?
Green. The reticle's gone green. Am I doing damage to him?
Yeah. Well, no. That you need to shoot when it's green. That means that you're on target.
Oh right. Cool. It's a much more accessible game than World of Tanks is, I have to say. Oh, here we go. So it's green. It's sort of circling around green. Is that you just shoot when you see it's green, or?
Yeah. So it's just because they may be moving, or I've just got taken out. So I'll come back to you.
Or I'll get you shot by artillery fire. I'm gonna move back. Yeah, I mean, the free-to-play games that I've played on, I'm getting shot at badly here. On the consoles, I've had a much better experience than I have on mobile, I think. I mean, I've been playing some of the PlanetSide 2 beta.
Yeah.
Last week, and that's really good.
Well, I think they've managed to nail it with that game. I think that's a good example.
I'm doomed. I can't get up the hill. I'm getting shot at. Some lucky guy's going to take me out in a second. I can't get out of here. Can you use your? Oh, what's that? No, I can hear artillery shelling me. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm doomed. I'm doomed. This is painful.
Where are you? Oh,
tank burnt down.
Almost destroyed myself.
Oh, and there's that lovely 3D view again. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that. I think that's me done for the game. Now I'm going to find you. Oh, I've got another one. 3 respawns. It's a bit more forgiving than the
vehicles get more. It's
a bit more forgiving, isn't it? It's actually.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy this more than the
flying. But I find this a little bit more therapeutic. Like you can chill out a little bit more. Take a nice long sniper shot.
Depends. I mean, I've got an up button here. Does that mean I can choose longer, different ammo here? Like I've got like a.
Yes, you can choose like armor piercing, high explosive.
Right. If I get a bit close to B and start shelling B, will that be part of our objectives? Oh dear, this is not. I've chosen a really bad place to.
Oh, a bomb! Run!
I can hear it. I can hear it. Oh, the sound's pretty good on this as well, actually.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm really exposed here.
I'm right next to you, man. I'm right next to you.
I'm out of ammo.
Oh. I think we're getting.
I see what the green is. The green is he still alive? I don't think he is. The green is waiting for my ammo to refresh.
Oh, you mean the circle?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's you reloading.
Yeah. I think probably by now, Matt, our listeners have
gone to sleep.
Blake's never gone to sleep. So I'm going to call it now. I mean, we're going to carry on playing because it's cool, but I'll probably call it a day for the podcast. Not sure if this format really works. It might be better with more people on doing this, but
Yes.
I've really enjoyed it. So we're going to end the podcast. I'll just go through the usual things, our forms of communication, that sort of thing. So I'm at John PR Evans on Twitter. Matt, you are at
Matt Taylor 138.
You think I'd remember that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's fine, man.
Obviously, you can get to us on Twitter for our site, at backers.com, and go to our Facebook page and Google Plus and all that as well. Do check out the site for our videos and reviews and our YouTube channel. There's lots of videos going out right now. Keep an eye on them. There should be some stuff going up from Matt for GTA 5 at some point. There should be some more stuff from Paul. I'm going to try and get some more Tower of Guns videos up as well.
Cool.
I'm still umming and ahhing about Bloodborne, so we'll see what happens. But if you have been listening and you've got this far, well done. Extra bonus points for you. You unlock an extra podcast. I don't know. Listen to Paul's Random Chat podcast, which are coming out. We did a Game of Thrones podcast. And I think we might be doing some more of those after the episodes as well on a Monday night. But it depends on when we can record those, really. But yeah, thanks for listening, and catch us on our next podcast next Tuesday. Cheers, Matt.
No problem, man.